come hang out with us at the farmer's market. We're going to show you how to find the best bargains at your favorite vendors. We have shopped farmer's market for years, and we've heard from a lot of you that you feel like the prices at your farmer's markets are quite a bit more than they are in the local grocery store. Well, we're not going to lie to you. There are some prices at farmers markets that are pretty inflated. However, we think that you don't have to make that choice between whether you support small, locally owned farms or whether you save money, because we think that you can have the best of both worlds and actually do both.
Hey, but before we get in the car, if you don't know us, I'm Larry.
And I'm Hope.
And we're from Under the Median, where every week we talk about practical frugality. So right now, we're getting ready to leave and go pick up our food from our co-op, and we're going to head over there right now. Find a good one?
Okay, so we get to pick from any of these baskets, the big ones we want, and I've decided this one. This is it. This is the magic basket. This one looks really good.
I like that.
Look at the size of those zucchinis. Okay.
Looks good.
This looks good. We're ready to go.
Okay, let's pick it up.
All right.
Get them out.
Let's go.
All right.
All right, so the farmer's market is like shopping any place else. You're gonna find some things that are kind of higher priced, but if you look around, you're gonna find some amazing bargains. I'm gonna show you two things that I found in this stall today. Look over here. Squash, $1 each. Not $1 a pound, $1 each. So you're gonna look through and you're gonna find a couple of really big ones. With two of these large zucchini, you can feed your family for 2 or 3 nights. You're gonna put it in a soup. You're gonna saute it. You're gonna put it over rice. You're gonna bread it. You're gonna bake it in the oven, and then you're gonna serve it with some marinara sauce. There's 3 different meal ideas, and I guarantee you can get that from 2 squash. You're talking $2, $1 per squash. All right, move right over here. Cabbage. Cabbage will go a long way in feeding your family. $2 per head. Some of these heads are pretty decent size. Once again, it's per head. You're gonna look through, you're gonna find the biggest head that you can, and you're gonna plan your meals based around, guess what? This cabbage, if you get 2 of them, you've got $2 in cabbage, you've got $2 in the squash, that's $4, and you can feed your family. I can easily get 2 meals out of the squash, or 3 meals out of the squash, and 2 meals at least out of the cabbage. You're talking 5 meals, $4.
All right.
Here we go.
They look
We're
good.
all set.
They look good. Okay, Hope. Ooh, those look good.
2 cabbage. You're looking for weight, and you're looking for, these green leaves on the outside shouldn't be dried out. They should still be nice and moist. Then you're looking at a really, really fresh cabbage. All right, we're gonna take all this stuff home, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with it.
Well, here's our haul. Oh. Okay, well that's
it's
heavy.
Starting to rain again.
It is, let's head in.
Before you even begin the unboxing at home, it's really important, and we've talked about this before, to know what you already have on hand. So we're gonna look over here. Here's everything I had left over from last week. I had 4 of the acorn squash. I got these at my very favorite ethnic food store, 75 cents each. Yes, they're organic, 75 cents each. I'm gonna slice those in half, and then I'm just gonna put them in the crock pot over here. I'm gonna put it on low for about 6 hours with just a little bit of water in the bottom. Then those would be perfectly cooked, and we're just gonna stuff them with some rice for supper tonight. I have some beets left over, just a few tomatoes that are left over. These were locally grown, but they're hoop house tomatoes, so that's why they're a little bit early, even for Illinois. I got a lot of onions left. And then I have a couple of purple kohlrabi. Tell me in the comment section if you know kohlrabi. I'm gonna cut off these greens. The greens are gonna go into soup. And then the kohlrabi, I might slice them and make a little kohlrabi slaw out of them. And somebody gifted me with a lot, and I do mean a lot of garlic. Most of this, guys, I think I'm gonna peel, and then I'm gonna put it in the dehydrator, and I'm gonna dehydrate it. Now that you know what you already have on hand and what you're working with, let's move over here, and we're going to unbox the CSA Shure. So remember, just to remind you what we just bought, these were $1 each. That and that, yes, they're very big. And then these aren't huge cabbage, but for $1 a piece, there's 2 of them, and I'll be able to definitely get at least 2 or 3 meals out of the cabbage. All right, let's see what we got in here. I can see beet greens already.
Nice, those are so good.
Oh, there we go.
Love beets.
All right, so we have beets. Ooh, we have a small yellow squash. Put that over with the squash. Got some onions, excellent. Some fresh onions.
Mm-hmm.
Beet green. Oh, we got another. Okay, guys, we are seriously gonna have some, oh my word.
2 more.
We are definitely going to have zucchini this week.
Well, it's good.
I did not know those were in the CSA share before I bought those 2 extra large ones, but that's okay. And another one.
Oh.
These will be really nice sliced. If I decide, because they're not real big diameter, these are really easy to slice and then just bread. And a lot of people just fry them in a frying pan with a little bit of oil. I bake them off in the oven because usually I'm doing like a huge amount of them. So to fry them would take like forever. And then serve them with a little bit of marinara sauce. It makes a great little supper.
Not done yet, huh?
Nope, not yet. I'm still digging.
Ooh, you got a sack.
It's kind of a wet sack. Everything is wet here today. It is raining cats and dogs. All right. We have these apricots. I always get confused,
Peaches.
guys, between
That's a peach,
apricots
isn't
and
it?
peaches. Ooh, little cherry tomatoes. Wait, I'll put these in a bowl so you can see them in a second. But little cherry tomatoes, that's what those are.
Oh, yeah.
We got a little baby cabbage. Oh, sugar snap peas. These are really good. Really good. That is everything. I'm going to show you how to menu plan with this stuff. In case you're keeping track of the total amount of money, our CSA share was worth $20. That's what we paid for that share of food. And we did spend $4 on the cabbage and also on the zucchini. Now, there were just a few little things. I got to dig in the refrigerator, found some more perishable foods that I forgot to show you. So I went ahead and added those to the perishable food inventory sheet. And you can take a look here. Here is the whole sheet showing all of the perishable foods I have available to cook with for this week. Now, I'm not going to lie once again, because this is a lot of perishable food, and this is undoubtedly going to last me more than 7 days. So this is where I shoot you that idea that I've done a few times before. It's really important to be able to organize all of your perishable food in the order in which it will rot. So all the stuff with the shortest shelf life, you're going to use first, and the stuff that will last a little longer, like that amazing cabbage, that's going to go toward the end of the week and maybe into next week, because I know it's going to last at least a couple of weeks in my refrigerator.
So here's how we use the $25-ish of food to create a weekly menu planner.
Now, I generally do my weekly menu planning sort of using a form that shows how I can make 4 main dishes, 3 soups, 2 side dishes, that sort of thing. So I organize it by category. But I really kind of wanted to take this video and show you how you can do your weekly menu planning. If you really, really dig the idea of doing a weekly menu plan where you show each day of the week and what you plan to serve each day, I grabbed that form for this video and I'm going to show you how to use it. One of the things you want to be super aware of when you're planning your weekly menu plan is how much energy are you using in the kitchen. We're all super concerned about those electric bills. Tell us in the comments section, is your electric bill driving you a little bit to the verge of anxiety? I wanted to say crazy, but that sounds like a bad thing to say. So we'll say it's giving you anxiety. Tell us in the comments section if that's making you a little anxious, because to be perfectly honest, it kind of is us too.
Oh yeah.
So I've been doing some research, guys, and we're going to drop a video here in a couple of weeks that shows you how you can save money on your energy bill. But one of the ways, spoiler alert, that you can save money on your energy bill is by using less energy in the kitchen and less energy on cooking. Now, I made one of my famous charts that shows you the general energy usage of about 8 different common appliances in your kitchen. And we're going to use that chart to help plan this daily menu plan.
Yeah, generally smaller items are better, like a crock pot. That doesn't use a lot of energy. And our biggest item, of course, would be our 220 volt in the wall oven. That uses a lot. We can't even really track that as well. I can't hook up my little kilowatt meter to that thing and see what it's using.
Your electric oven, if you have an electric oven, undoubtedly is going to be the most expensive thing to use in your kitchen. And that's why let's just run through this menu plan super quick, and I'll show you how I plan out the menus so that I'm only using that electric stove literally one time a week. That's the only time I'm using it, is one day a week. All right, breakfast. Larry, it's super easy to go through our breakfasts because they're pretty monotonous.
Well, right now we're kind of mostly down to oatmeal. We've run out of some of our other items.
Lunch, we got vegetable soup. I always make 2 soups per week. Got vegetable soup Monday and Tuesday. Now I'll put that nice red check mark. You remember those vegetables we got uber cheap at the farmer's market? Remember, we paid just $2 for those zucchini and $2 for 2 big heads of cabbage. If I am really highlighting the use of cabbage or zucchini in any of these menus during the day, then I'm going to put a red check mark next to it. And you're going to see as we go through this menu plan, there's an awful lot of red check marks. But I've used each of those ingredients in probably 4 different ways for each ingredient. And that's the trick to getting those low-cost ingredients and using them and having your family not mutiny by day 3 because they're tired of eating the very same thing. You have to look at those items and say, how many different ways can I serve those to my family? And you're going to serve them in 3 or 4, maybe 5 different recipes throughout the week. And they're never going to guess that you're using zucchini or cabbage every single day of the week. Oh, yeah. On Wednesday, we got coleslaw, peaches, and carrot dogs.
Oh, I like carrot dogs.
I know.
All right.
And then vegetable ceviche. Now, ceviche is, I know it's a Peruvian dish, and it's usually made with seafood, but you can make a vegan variety, and I do all the time. Basically, I cut up all the vegetables I've gotten from the farmer's market, and then I marinate them in just a little bit of lemon juice or lime juice or orange juice, and that is basically the dressings for the ceviche, and it'll keep for a really long time because it's a marinated salad. Always plan, see that leftovers on Friday, halfway through your week, always plan a day where you're going to have leftovers for lunch, and then one day later in the week where you're going to have leftovers for supper. We got zucchini fritters on Saturday. On Sunday, we got cabbage soup. All right, Larry, what are we doing for dinner?
Okay, dinner on Monday, we have acorn squash stuffed with rice. And that does sound good. That's one
really
of my favorites. Tuesday, breaded baked zucchini slices. And this is in the oven with marinara sauce and then a salad. Wednesday is salad, roasted beets, and in the oven, we're talking zucchini mac and cheese on the stovetop. Thursday, hot stuffed baked potatoes, once again, oven, sauteed veggies on the stovetop.
Now, you're going to tell me that you just saw oven listed 3 days. I'm only going to turn that oven on Tuesday. Those main dishes that are going to be served on Wednesday and Thursday, they are going in the oven on Tuesday with those beets to roast. I'm going to fill that oven. It's going to be on for about an hour, hour and a half. And then the rest of the week, those main dishes that I made on Tuesday, they're just going to be heated up in the microwave or the toaster oven.
Awesome. Okay. Friday, cabbage and rice casserole. That's a crock pot and a rice cooker. And then Saturday, stir fry over brown rice, and then on the stovetop, salad. And Sunday is clean out the refrigerator night.
You always want to have one day a week where you are cleaning everything out of that refrigerator. Now, you also saw rice repeatedly used throughout that menu plan. That's another tip that I'd love to give you, is the fact that when you have something like rice, you're going to make a huge triple batch the first time in the rice cooker, and then you're going to divide it into thirds, because those other 2 thirds, those are for 2 other recipes. So you're not using your rice cooker 3 days a week, you're using it just once during the week. Now, you're also going to take a look at this energy chart, and you're going to see as you move up that energy chart, you can chart which are your appliances that you're using throughout the week. And this is super helpful in giving you a gauge on how much energy you're actually using in the cooking process. Now, the more of those appliances that are lower energy use appliances you can use throughout the week, it's like a game. You're trying to move as much as you're cooking toward the bottom of that chart, because all of those appliances toward the bottom of the chart, those use less energy than the ones at the top of the chart. So that's the goal. The goal is to make sure as much of your cooking as possible is toward the bottom of that chart and less as possible toward the top of the chart.
Hey, if you're interested in the forms that we've been showing on this video, Hope's going to leave a link in the description of this video for those.
All right, now if you want more ideas on how you can feed your family for less money, we actually did a 1-month-long grocery challenge. It was a $50 per week grocery challenge to feed your family for $50 a week. I put them all in a playlist for you. I'm going to leave that right over there. If you've not watched those, this is a great time to go check them out.